is really showing our talent here tonight. Good job, guys. It's time to hear from our guest speaker. I am thrilled to tell you more about Sean King, and I'm so proud that he's honored us with his presence today. Now, Sean is an actor, producer, author, and the best part about his success is that we can all say he was raised right here in Newcastle. If you're a fan of soap operas out there, you definitely know Sean because he has been a long time staple in various soap operas like General Hospital, The Woman, The Beautiful, and Double Restless. And for that work, Sean has been nominated for multiple soap opera Digest Awards and a Daytime Emmy Award. Now, Sean doesn't just play, he deserves that. Sean just doesn't play dramatic roles, he's action-packed too. His first major role is the main antagonist Mike Barnes in the Karate Kid 3. Now, if you're a fan of the trilogy, the other movies in the Karate Kid series, or you watch Cobra Kai, you know how excited this is going to be here. I'm excited. Sean is also the creator of the Aries Lifetime drama Studio City, which has received 19 daytime Emmy nominations for the Indie Series Awards, with 4 winning as executive producer of Studio City, working on outstanding digital drama. Sean earned in medical science in Palm Springs, California, and is active in the community. He serves as an ambassador for the organization called Nctv45 where collections and stories are eradicating bullying. He's a scriptwriter and has authored 3 books, including The Modern Gentleman, Cooking and Entertaining with Sean Hayden, Success Factor X, Inspiration, Wisdom, and Advice from 50 of America's best, and 3 on the paper, Unleash Your Inner Bad. I'll let you finish that way. And what better way to let this martial artist make his appearance with little entrance music? Please welcome Sean Hayden.
Wow, thank you so much. It is so great to be back here in my hometown of Newcastle, Pennsylvania. And it is so great to be here with all of you. Thank you so much for coming out today and for taking action to be a part of this fantastic event. So when my mother, Michelle Perlman, volunteered me that I would speak at today's event, I said, great, I can do anything for my mom, right? And then she told me that it was here in Newcastle, and I said, no better, I can do anything for Newcastle. There's only one little problem. I was thinking about this word oneness. I didn't really know what it meant. I mean, I thought to myself, oneness is not a word that I use every day. And if I'm being honest, it's not a word that I really think that I've ever used. So I thought apparently this is going to take a little bit of research. So I started thinking about this word oneness, and I repeated it in my mind over and over. Now I come from the world of television and film. So it's no surprise that when I thought about oneness, there's one name that eventually came to mind. Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's right, the OG Jedi himself. Oneness reminded me of the Jedi concept of the Force, that mystical unified field drawing its strength through the goodness of all, growing stronger with each act of kindness and positivity. And through this connecting force, the citizens of the Star Wars universe became stronger and wiser, whether they were human, Wookiee, or Ewok. But that was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Here on our planet, things are much more complicated. There are over 7 billion humans on Earth spread out over 196 countries, made up of countless ethnic groups, religious sects, and political systems, all competing for ever-dwindling resources. It's a pretty crowded neighborhood. So how do we overcome our differences and come together? For me, I look to human history. When humanity has been tested, we have overcome the obstacles that face us. Early Homo sapiens worked together to survive the onslaught of apex predators like the saber-toothed tiger. Now, we weren't the fastest, We weren't the strongest, but we humans did one thing better than any other species. We could work together. We're only here today because our ancestors figured it out. To survive, we need to cooperate. Throughout time, it's been the same story. Our greatest accomplishments come from our best collaborations. Competing nations put aside their differences in the name of science and discovery to build the International Space Station. Multinational collaboration transformed our world with the development of the microprocessor chip, which eventually gave us our cell phones, and more importantly, gave us Fruit Ninja and Candy Crush. Ben Affleck and Bruce Willis put aside their differences to save the world from a mega asteroid hurtling toward. Okay, all right, that one was a movie, but I think you guys get the point, right? Our survival and our mutual success relies upon our ability to work together, to live together, and to respect each other. We are far more alike than we are different. We're all united in our common basic desires to love and be loved, to see our children succeed, and to live a life of meaning. We are all blessed with these commonalities. The responsibility rests upon us to build upon this foundation and create a world of unity. May the force be with you, with all of us. So what can go wrong? Well, make no mistake, oneness is not a foregone conclusion. Now more than ever, we face the daunting obstacle of division. Now more than ever, we must come together. This may be the greatest challenge that humanity faces. It will determine if we continue on and reach our highest potential, or if we fade away, just another blip in the history of the cosmos. In the words of Mahatma Gandhi, our ability to reach unity in diversity will be the beauty and the test of our civilization. How do we do it? Well, it's going to take more than platitudes and more than good intentions. We must take action. We must ask the hard questions that threaten our unity. We must strive to act with civility. And while we can and should disagree with ideas, we should not eviscerate each other's humanity. We can disagree with the position without canceling the person. Now I know that's easier said than done, especially when faced with opinions or thoughts that run contrary to our very core beliefs. But human history teaches us that we succeed when we're together, and we fail when we're apart. Okay, you ready for another 80s reference? To quote the beloved one Michael Jackson, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. While it's important that we think globally, we must act locally. Change begins with each one of us. It's like the ripple effect from a pebble tossed into the water. Every action initiates a reaction. Every seemingly small change in our behavior can have enormous effects throughout the world. Rosa Parks, an elderly woman in Mobile, Alabama, refused to sit at the back of the bus and ignited a social revolution for racial equality. The King of Norway proudly wore a yellow star in solidarity with his Jewish countrymen in defiance of the Nazis. These small, simple acts had the power to reverberate across the globe. The motto for this year's Oneness event is "You can get there from here." So what do we mean by here, and what do we mean by there? Here is our community. It's Lawrence County. It's our neighborhoods and our neighbors. It's our schools and our children who hold the promise of our common future. It's our businesses which have faced economic challenges and endured the wrath of the pandemic. But more importantly, here lies within our hearts, within our minds and our souls. Oneness requires action. We must each put in the work, not simply when it's easy, not only occasionally for events like this, but on a daily basis. We must work to listen to ideas that may sound oppositional to our own. We must seek to understand different opinions. We must celebrate our differences and realize that from those differences comes our strength. Our nation's forefathers selected the Latin phrase "E pluribus unum" for the Great Seal of these United States. It means from many come one. Now more than ever, these words hold the key to our future. It is up to us to adhere to their wisdom. You can get there from here. Where is there? I think of there as the future that we all want. A local and global community that has room for all of us. As Americans, we pride ourselves on our individuality. Each of us represents a beautiful and diverse thread that, when woven together, forms the tapestry of humanity. Getting to there won't be easy. None of the best things in life ever are. And we are at a crossroads, a moment of inflection. Some might even say crisis. It is in these moments of crisis that our character is revealed. And character is everything. Character, like steel, is forged in the crucible of challenge. Iron is a metal found in nature. It is a single element. And while it's strong alone, it can be made stronger. When the natural strength of iron is forged with other elements, we create steel, a man-made alloy. And much like steel, together, we are stronger by drawing from the best qualities of our differences. Right here, right now, let us all together make a commitment with renewed passion and a sense of purpose. Let us vow to do our very best every day to respect each other's individuality and honor each other's differences. This is the challenge. This is the journey. A journey that will certainly encounter bumps along the road, but will ultimately bring us to our destination. It will not be easy. But I grew up in Newcastle, and I know firsthand that we don't shy away from a challenge. I know that together and only together will we get from here to there, a place of oneness. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean, for your meaningful and important words addressing together here.
Nctv45, strong enough for Lawrence County.